Okay, hi everyone. We are live, coming at you live with Kelly Pozinski. Hey Kel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Jess?
I'm doing well, thank you. So we'll give everyone, as usual, a few minutes to sign on. But welcome.
Jess?
My name is Jessica. Okay, we're back. We had an internet connection issue, but we're back. So hi guys, I don't know if you heard me. My name is Jessica. I'm the social media and community manager at University of the People. Nice to be here with you today. And I'm here with Kelly, and she is well, Kel, why don't you introduce yourself?
Thanks, Jess. So, for those who don't know me yet, I'm Kelly Kuzinski and I'm the Director of Program Advising. You can catch me and Jess here every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Central Time, where we will be talking to you, giving you some tips, hearing back from all of you. So, welcome, and I'm excited to be here today, Jess.
Yeah, so Kel, we haven't been together on a Monday in a few weeks because last week was International Teachers Day, where I interviewed Diana Bowen. I think Bowen. I'm like having a brain freeze. But anyways, interviewed Diana and she was amazing. So check out that interview if you missed it. She did a really great job representing all the University of the People instructors, and it was a pleasure to interview her. She actually teaches English. And guys, if anyone had her as an instructor or has her now, let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear. She seems like a really, really nice lady. Okay, and the week before, I'm not sure what happened, but anyways, we are here and we are moving forward with the term. So we are in academic week 6. Whoa. It is October 12th. I literally just asked Kelly what the date was. I didn't remember. I can't believe it's already like mid-October. Oh, and also we missed Kelly's birthday, which was October 1st. So happy birthday, Kelly.
Thanks, Jess. That's so sweet of you.
So guys, make sure you wish Kelly a happy birthday in the comments. I know she'll appreciate it. So not to embarrass you, I'm like getting embarrassed just talking like this. My face is turning red. But okay, guys, how's your week going? How's the term going? What's going on? Kelly and I join forces every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, like she said, to we got a birthday wish. Kelly and I joined forces to talk about all the exciting updates at University of the People, and we also like to tell you some tips and tricks that might be able to help you. So these events are really for students and applicants, but more importantly, I encourage our students, applicants to come together, ask each other questions, engage with each other. That's really the main point of these events, is for you to feel more of a sense of community online. So, okay, so I love all the comments. Thank you guys so much. I see James, hi. Carl, Raj, okay, so many great comments. Thank you. Okay, so I want to remind people that if you haven't applied to University of the People for next term, which starts November 12th, don't forget to do so. You can just copy the link in the description of this event and paste it into your browser. And also don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We have Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter. I'm probably forgetting one. But today I thought we could focus on simple rules for retaining information, which could apply to university and to life. Now, why did I choose this topic today? Well, I'll tell you why. So, because we are being thrown so much content in our faces every day. Did you know, Kelly, did you know
Yes.
We are thrown more content in our face in 1 year, you can't see my finger, 1 year, than in our grandparents' whole lifetime. Can you even fathom this concept? It's crazy. So I thought,
Crazy, Jess.
yeah, I know. Isn't that a little fun fact? I should throw some more in there. So first off, Kelly, are there any, before we go into the tips and tricks about, simple ways to retain information in life and in school, do we have any updates for University of the People?
So, Jess, we are well into term 1 of the academic year. At the moment, just registration is open, so register, don't leave it to the last minute. And we're nearly at the end of the term, so if you're starting to feel tired or a little bit demotivated, continue to push through. You're almost finished with the term. So those are my updates, Jess.
Keep going. Maybe next week we'll do some tips and tricks on staying motivated when you're feeling tired. Okay, so let's begin with ways that you can retain information in university and in your real life. So we know we all want to learn faster, whether it's a new language, a new sport, whatever the new skill is. It doesn't have to be studying. The key really to accelerated learning is not just to putting in more hours, but really maximizing the effectiveness of the time spent learning. So it's not really about putting in more time. It's about how, your technique of how you're learning. So, Kel, maybe you can start with for us.
Okay, Jess. So first things first is, unless you were born with a photographic memory, like our brains weren't designed to remember every single fact. Like sometimes the things that you like, obviously your brain is going to remember them and you will be able to pull up that in your photographic memory very easily. But for things you may not like or things that don't interest you, you may have a little bit of a harder time. So I think, Jess, a good step for us to proceed with is to go over some of the techniques that we can use in our everyday life to help our students and our viewers retain information. So do you have any rules or tips, Jess, that you would like to?
I do. Thanks, Cal. So, but sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Before we go there, do you have a photographic memory?
Cal? Oh, Jess, sorry, I thought you were asking the viewers.
No, well, I will. But sorry if I wasn't clear. Kelly, do you have a photographic memory?
So I will tell you, Jess, it's so because I use that photographic memory mainly to remember directions. Like if I need to get somewhere, then yes, I use Waze or something the first time, but like I try to remember the landmarks along the way. So when I'm traveling there the next time, like, and I see the landmark or the marking, like I pull it up in my photographic memory and I'm like, okay, now I should turn left or right and go straight. So when it comes to directions, yes.
Okay, that's interesting. So, okay, I'll start with, well, why don't our viewers let us know if you have a photographic memory? I'm curious to see who does and who doesn't. So, guys, let us know in the comments, what your memory is like. So, anyways, let's go over the first rule that I think we should discuss is to become truly interested in what you're learning. So, you're always going to remember what interests you, but not everything may interest you, especially when it comes to school. So if you're not intrinsically interested, meaning you're not really from your heart interested in what you're learning or trying to remember, I think it's really important to find a way to become more interested in that topic. So for example, if it's a subject you're learning about, maybe search for it on YouTube. And I think you'll get more, if you watch a video on the subject, maybe it'll sink in a little bit more. You'll become more interested. Some people are more visual learners, so the video might really work for them. So that's rule number 1. Kelly, what would you say is rule number 2?
So Jess, rule number 2 is to create a mental memory tree. And if you're trying to memorize a large number of facts, find a way that you can relate to them in your mind by visually creating the memory tree, like construct the big branches first and then the leaves and work your way down. For example, if you have a big number, like it's easier to break it down into, let's say if the number was 6 digits, to break it down into 2 groups of 3 and remember it instead of one large number with 6 digits.
Yeah, I like that, definitely. I really like the vision of a tree and the leaves, and I think that's a really good visual. Okay, so that's good. That can be applied to school and, in real life as well. So I like that rule. Okay, so rule number 3. Okay, guys, there's 5 rules, by the way. We're going over 5 because, there's so many more, but these were just what we narrowed it down to. So rule number 3, associate what you're trying to learn with what you already know. So really try making those mental connections when you have a piece of information to be more successful at remembering it. This can be done by associating what you're trying to learn in the form of a song, a rhyme, an acronym, an image, a phrase, or sentence. I remember when I was in school, I used to draw everything out in different colors. Yes, I love colors and highlighting, and that was all me. So, doing that really helps us remember the facts that are, particularly useful when the order of things is important. So I'd say, trying to sing a song about what you're trying to remember or, anything that I just said. And also I think it makes learning a bit more fun,
So yes, actually, speaking about rhymes, it reminds me, I don't know for those who've seen the video Matilda, they're Mrs. G, Mrs. I, they make a rhyme. And also in school, they taught us to spell difficult words with rhymes. So rhymes do work and they stick.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Cal, what would rule number 4 be?
So Jess, rule number 4 is when reading for retention, summarize each paragraph in the margin. So this requires you to think about what you're reading, recycle it, and teach it to yourself again. Obviously, you're taking out the most important points from what you're reading, so you don't have to read if the paragraph's 20 lines, you can summarize just the key words, so it will be easier for you to retain it. And even take the concepts you're learning and apply them forward with you. Maybe you want to make up a novel situation in your mind, or you pull up a memory in your mind and try to bring that summary into your memory so you will remember it.
Okay, I love that. By the way, guys, if you have any tips on, how you retain information, let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear. Share your tips. Remember, this is a collaborative environment. So the last tip we're going to share with you for today is something interesting I read that says do most of your studying in the afternoon. So this confused me a little bit because I always read that you're most productive in the morning, but when I started doing research on tips and tricks, I found that it said do most of your studying in the afternoon. So let's explore this little one because I know, Kelly, you are definitely a morning person.
Indeed, Jess.
So although you might identify yourself as a morning person or maybe an evening person, there was a study that suggests that your ability to memorize isn't influenced as much by what time of day you perceive yourself to be the most alert, but by the time of day you actually study. So the study showed that afternoon appeared to be the best. Why don't you try it and let us know? I'd love to hear. So those are the 5 tips. Cal, do you have anything else?
I think the tips are great, but I also want the viewers to remember that your mind is like a muscle, and the more and more research that has been done or is being done, it's proving it. So your memory is like a muscle toy. The more you use your mind, the stronger your memory will become. And also something that we didn't mention, which I just thought of, is you can go onto the internet these days, or you can walk into stores and you can actually purchase memory games which will help you stimulate your mind.
I like that one. That's great. So guys, I hope these, tips helped. Why don't you go ahead and share some of yours? I just saw one. Nazia, my study routine is during early morning, 5 to 6 hours. Wow, that's very disciplined of you. Yeah, maybe if you are doing it in the morning, try it in the afternoon and see what happens. Who knows? So anyways, I know everyone's super busy. I thank everyone for joining us, and especially Kelly for always joining me on Mondays to be here for our students. So thank you so much, Kel.
Thanks, Jess. I enjoyed being here with you as well.
Thank you. So any questions, you can just email your program advisor, or if you're a student, you can always email admissions@uopeople.edu. I know that, we're living in some crazy times, so I hope you all stay safe, healthy, and connected with UoPeople. So make sure you come back to join us next Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We're here every Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, like I just said. And let us know in the comments if there's something specific you want us to cover. And I will be interviewing on Wednesday a business administration student named Diana. And Diana, she's living in the U.S., and she's a children's author. She's a mom. And she immigrated to the U.S. and she had some, issues with finding a university that would accept her. And then she found University of the People. So she'll talk about, some of her challenges and how she's overcome them with UoPeople. And then on Thursday, so that's at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube. And then on Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Facebook and YouTube always, I'm going to interview Sunny. Sunny was in our NAS Daily video that was recently released. I don't know, maybe like a month ago or so. So Sunny's now a graduate. So we'll talk about life after graduation. And basically Sunny's story is also that he had financial constraints. He's from Vietnam. He moved abroad to go to school, but maybe it didn't work out financially. And he really, and he has a family. So we'll talk to him all about that. I'm sure he'll give us some tips and tricks on managing your time as well. So that's all for today. I thank everyone for joining us, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Jess, and we'll see everyone next week. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.